This is the key of the all-new Nissan Magnite SUV. Now this will go up against the likes of Kia, Sonet, Hyundai Venue, Maruti Suzuki, Vitara, Brezza, Ford EcoSport and the XUV 300. We are at the global unveil. This B segment SUV would be launched during the festive season. We would be taking a closer look at the car, exteriors, interiors, features, and the very important question whether it impresses us or not. You're watching Times of India. I am Anirban. Do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. The first thing you notice in the SUV is the brand new Nissan badging, and you have the Magnite written in bold letters at the place of the number plate. Now if you take a look at the headlamps, it is very sleek. You have LED DRLs on top and it is a projector unit. On the lower half you have an L-shaped LED DRL and you also get projector fog lamps. The lower profile gets a Fosket plate. It's finished in silver accent, and if you take a look at the grille, it actually takes a lot of space up front. It gets hexagonal shape bracketing the grille portion. It's a honeycomb structure and I think it looks very decent from the first look. It has curvy nature. If you take a look at the fenders, they have nice arches here, and also the cladding, the plastic cladding that runs over the 16-inch alloy wheels, they also give it a very muscular appeal. Take a look at the bonnet. It has got strong character lines, runs all the way through, and you have nice shoulder lines on the bonnet section as well. You have Nissan Magnite badging right on the sides. I really like how it has been written out here. You get side indicators integrated to outside rear view mirrors. Also you get chrome door handles, a chrome waistline that runs all the way till the end of the C-pillar. Now the C-pillar is somewhat sloping. It has got a lot of meat in there and you get a small black portion hanging here. Now one of the good things about the Nissan Magnite is that you get functional roof rails. Not many manufacturers offer functional roof rails in the segment, so that's a nice addition out here. It can take a load up to 50 kilograms. The first thing you notice here is the Magnite badging. The Magnite is written in bold chrome blocks Nissan on top of it. You get a washer for the rear windshield. Also the lights here, see, these are wraparound tail lights, split in design, and I think it really looks and feels nice with a Magnite SUV. You have a few badging going on here. You have the turbo badging on the left, much like the Nissan Kicks. You will also get a turbo variant with a Magnite CVT transmission, the Xtronic CVT transmission that we are used to seeing with Nissan cars. Take a look at the lower profile. It has some strong beefy elements here. The skid plate is finished in black. You have bumpers finished in silver accent. Now the boot space. So you click here, you open it. Now this is what you get here. Sorry, the light is disrupting the view a little bit. So the space is around 330 liters. Decent enough space, but lesser than Venue and Sonet by quite a margin. This would comfortably fit in a couple of suitcases, a small bag, and you also get a parcel tray. Now this was about the exteriors of the Nissan Magnite. This color you see here, this flashy red color, this gets 4-layer coating. Now Nissan claims that is first of its kind of an attempt by any car manufacturer in this segment. Do tell us, what do you think about the exteriors? From the first look, I am kind of impressed. I think it will really give some competition to the new crop of B segment SUVs. So without further wasting time, let's get inside the cabin and talk about the features and space. Now the interior is laid in an all black theme. You get a roof line which is finished in grey accent. The first thing you notice here is the comfort. So nice fabric padding, nicely padded seats, and I think one of the most appreciable things inside the cabin of the Magnite is the amount of space. So I am around 5 foot 9 inches tall, and I could have ample amount of leg room and shoulder room to move around. Also, you get a couple of headrests. You don't have a headrest in the middle, but you get a central armrest. You have got a couple of cup holders, and this is a very intelligent touch. You can put your smartphone here. I think 3 people can squeeze in here because the central tunnel is not much raised, and in terms of convenience you get a dedicated air conditioning vent for the second row. Also you get a 12-volt socket. Now the seats are 60/40 foldable. This is the key to fold the seats. You pull it and you can increase the overall cargo volume. Now that shuts with a thud. Moving on to the front row or the cabin of the Nissan Magnite. The first thing you notice here is this new logo. You have the start stop key right in the console. Press it, and now let's take a look. So I'll show this again. This is a very interesting thing in this completely digital driver's display. So I click the start stop button. This is really nice. However, it just might feel a little amateurish at times because everything is so huge out here. But the good part is information overdose is something you get with a Magnite. The buttons out here are solidly put together. So this is for the cruise settings, and this one will help you go through the driver's display. You can see fuel economy, then you have driver computer. You have a couple of driver computers which shows your driving time, distance, average speed. You also get tire pressure monitoring system, and you can dim the light according to your condition or need. I think it's really neat, colorful, and I think it's vibrant. There's no problem in reading out the details. Moving on to the central bit here, you get an 8-inch infotainment screen. Now, one of the good parts about Nissan Magnite is that it gets wireless Apple CarPlay connectivity. So essentially you need not have a wire to actually go through this. And I would show you something more. So you click on the camera button. Now this is a segment first. I really love this. So this ensures you are sitting almost in a virtual cockpit. It gives you 360-degree view. So you have a camera right up front, camera on the tailgate, and you have a couple of cameras on the outside rear view mirrors. So it projects a 360-degree view around the car, and I think that will really help while you are parking in tight spots. I generally don't like blue colors used in the infotainment screen, but that is the case here. You get the feedback is nice, crisp, but the display again looks a little bit amateurish. Under the infotainment screen you get air conditioning controls, and you have rotary knobs here. So this is for the fan, this is for the temperature, and this is for the way of ventilation you want the air to circulate. Now see, this is a nice bit because you get rotary dials, but you have a digital display right in the middle. You can see the temperature written in the middle. Also you have buttons. I think these are very quirky. In fact, manufacturers don't tend to rely on these type of buttons, so it gives a little bit of uniqueness. Also, in terms of practicality, there is a lot of storage space. You get a nice tray here. So you get a tech pack with the Magnite as well, which will offer a wireless charging facility, ambient lighting, puddle lighting, and you'll get sound speakers, premium sound speaker in the that premium pack. Also you get a storage space right in the central console. You have a 12-volt socket, and you get a USB charging right here. Now the transmission is here. This is the Xtronic CVT transmission. You can see parking, reverse, neutral drive, and there's another. You get a handbrake which is wrapped with nice black leatherite material. Also you get a couple of cup holders right in the middle, and there's a small box in here which I'm not able to open, but you have a box in here, and you have a big glove box here. It is over 10 liters in space, and Nissan claims this is biggest in the segment, though it does not come with a cooling feature, but you get a light. So in the tech pack you will get wireless charging and air purification unit. You do not have a sunroof, which is kind of a trend because the likes of Venue and Sonet and XUV 300 offer sunroof here. Magnite does not sport a sunroof, but all in all I think it's a decent cabin, and the fabric quality out here and the seating position, I think the seats bolster you really well. Now you also get nice texture around the cabin. Now if I have to talk about what I don't like is, now you see a lot of things are flimsy here. Firstly, this, though the visibility out of the screen is great because it's kind of a flat and it's sloping, so even if you're 5'5" tall, I would say you're comfortably seated here, no problem whatsoever with the visibility. The aircon vents are of the hexagonal shapes. Now this looks interesting, but the sad part here is a lot of grainy hard plastic has been used on top of the dash. There are nice textures here in the middle central part, but again it's all hard plastic. There's nothing soft here to talk about. On this side, on the right of the driver, you get a few buttons. You have one touch driver side window. Others are not one touch, but you get electric windows here, and there's a key to maneuver the outside rear mirror. You can also fold them as you want to. Do let us know what do you think about the Nissan Magnite. Does it really appeal to you, and especially seeing the new arrivals? Now this was Nissan Magnite for you in its full glory. The car would be launched somewhere during November in the middle of the festivities. For the pricing, we expect the Nissan Magnite to start around 7 lakh, and the top trim would go all the way to around 11.5-12 lakh egg showroom. First impressions have really come out nicely, but we would like to reserve our verdict till we get to drive the car. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with Times of India for further news and updates.